Generating traffic and sales can be a challenge for online merchants. But selling on the Walmart Marketplace puts your products in front of millions of customers who shop on Walmart.com. And right now, sellers who join Walmart Marketplace can save up to 50% on referral and fulfillment fees for the first 90 days. So get started today. Head over to marketplace.walmart.com/savings. That's marketplace.walmart.com/savings.
Welcome to E-Commerce Conversations, a weekly podcast focusing on e-commerce topics featuring interviews with prominent people in the e-commerce space.
Welcome to E-Commerce Conversations by Practical E-Commerce. I'm Kerry Murdock. There's site search, and then there's money-making site search. The former will match words and phrases, and the latter will help consumers find what they are looking for and then suggest items they may not have known they needed. A leader in sophisticated site search is SLI Systems, and its CEO, Shaun Ryan, joins us today. Well, Shaun, thank you for your time today.
Thanks very much, Kerry. Thanks for having me on here.
Shaun, your company, for which you're the CEO, SLI Systems, you provide site search products. How does a robust site search, how does that help e-commerce sites drive sales?
Well, quite simply by enabling people to find what they want on the site. By making it easier to find content on the site, people are more likely to make a purchase if they're able to find what they want. And that can work in a number of ways. First of all is making sure that you have nice, relevant search results, so that when people type in a particular keyword, they're able to find the products that they're looking for when they type in that keyword. Giving people the right sort of filters so they can refine the results, helping people with their query formation so that they are typing the right keywords in that are going to give them products that they're looking for. And to give you an example of that, one feature that we offer our customers is we call autocomplete, where as you type, we'll suggest keywords that match the characters that you've typed so far. So that helps people formulate their queries properly, reduces their mistypings or their misspellings, and also sort of makes them aware of exactly what you've got on the site.
So that's a good example. What are some other examples of a sophisticated site search like you offer versus a more normal, if I can use that term, a more normal site search that a lot of e-commerce packages come with? Consumers, I would guess, sometimes they may not know exactly what it is they're looking for. They may have a general idea.
It's amazing how complicated it can get when you get into all the aspects of creating a good site search. It's very easy to create a site search where you type in keywords and you get results back. Most e-commerce packages will have some sort of site search. The difference between a basic site search and a great site search is basically in the functionality and in how the users experience it. So to get into the specifics, the first one is relevant results. There's also a lot of expertise goes into the layout of the search results. How much content do you put into the search results? You typically want to have an image, you want to have a title and a description of the product, you want to have the price. You may want to be able to highlight if that product's on sale. So you may have the regular price struck out and the on sale price there. You may want to provide filters so people can see just the products that are on sale. A good site search will also search all of the content that's on the website. You may have a lot of non-product content on the site, which you want to make sure people can find that, particularly for people that are visiting your site that are earlier in the buying cycle. So you may have how-to guides, or you may have blog posts or videos. So a good site search will search all of that content. Often a search that comes with the cart with your shopping cart will only search through the product. But you want to make sure that all that other content that's potentially valuable and useful to your visitors on your site can also be found through your search. Another feature that we see is extremely useful is related searches, where on the search results page we'll say here are some related terms to the term that you typed that help the users become aware of other related products that you may have on your site or related content. Sorting and filtering options are important. And also paying attention to what people are searching for is also extremely important. So you can get a lot of extremely valuable information by making sure that you're watching what people are typing in the search box and making sure that you have relevant content for that. Often there'll be terms that your visitors are typing into the search box that you don't have any results for or you don't have good results for. And that can happen if people are using different language than what you're using to describe the products, or if they're searching for products that you don't have. In both cases, that's really valuable information and information that you can action on.
One example you just mentioned was related items. So how does your solution know from one e-commerce merchant to the next what's a related item and what's not?
We learn related search terms by observing what search terms people use to find products. And if two people use, or if two different search terms are used to find the same product, then we form a relationship between those two search terms. And the sort of more products they have in common, the stronger the relationship. So we've developed an algorithm for automatically extracting those related search terms from the terms that people are typing on your website, and we've got a patent application for that particular algorithm.
I know your solution is a hosted solution, so the software doesn't reside on a merchant site, it resides on your server. How does that work? A consumer goes to a merchant site, types in a search, and your hosted solution is generating the results on the merchant's website.
Yeah, that's right. So the way that works typically is our customers will set up a subdomain. So, for example, if you go to ftd.com and do a search for red roses, then the search results will be hosted on the subdomain flowers.ftd.com. So it's pretty easy for the retailer to set it up. They just have to create a subdomain, point it to our servers, and then we do the rest of it. And we've designed our service to be as easy as possible for retailers to use because they're not experts at setting up search or running and maintaining it. So we do all of that work for them. And through doing that work, we work with all of our customers and are constantly learning ways that we can continually improve the search.
What are some new developments in search? I know on your site I've noticed your learning search product, learning navigation product. Tell us what's new in search over the past few months, past year maybe.
Well, one of the new things we've been working with recently is on the display side of search is using Ajax to power the search. So what this means is that when you do a search and you then do a refinement or you click on a related search or reorder the results, that the whole page doesn't reload. It just the query goes off to the server and the products appear in the search results. The products appear on the page, and because we're not reloading the whole page, the experience is a lot snappier for the user, and it just seems a lot quicker and a more smooth experience. And we have seen our customers that have rolled out this Ajax version of the search have seen an increase in conversions after they've rolled it out. Another sort of smaller user interface trend that we're seeing on search is the use of mouse over pop-ups. So this is when you have a number of products displayed in a grid form. The normal way you'd have to do that is click into the product, look at the large image on the product page, click back, go to the next one, click on that. But with these mouse over pop-ups, you just hover over the image, a large image pops up, and you can go to the next one. And so it makes it easy for you to examine the detail of products without lots of clicks and new page loads. And I know you have got lots of time, but I just thought I'd touch on one other one, and and that is on mobile sites. I'm sure you're seeing a lot of your customers are talking about what they should be doing with mobile. A lot of the mobile experience is based around search, because when you're creating a mobile site, you don't have lots of room to create all the navigational links or the promotional links that you traditionally have on your homepage. So having a good search is extremely important for a mobile version of a shopping cart. And so we've been working with a number of our customers just recently to create mobile versions of their search and navigation.
Let's change gears just for a sec. We've got just a few minutes left. From time to time, we see Google custom search on sites, which I assume is an option. Why should a merchant not use Google custom search?
What you don't get with Google custom search that you get with us is, first of all, our search learns from people who use it and keeps getting better. So the relevance of our search is better. Second, we provide ads as a service. So we'll talk to you about your requirements, how you want your search presented, how you want the relevance to work, and work with you to make sure that the search works for what you need for your business. Whereas the Google custom search is completely self-service. Thirdly, we've got a way of using the site search data to automatically help with search engine optimization, and the Google one doesn't do that. And fourthly, because we're working with, we run the search for over 400 different retailers now, and we're constantly learning from all of them about ways to improve the search, is that when a retailer uses our service, the service keeps on getting better as we share those lessons that we learn across all of our customers.
Shaun, we have just another minute or two. Anything else on your mind for our listeners today? Our listeners, of course, are e-commerce merchants.
We have recently produced a white paper, which we call the Big Book of Site Search Tips, which is available free on our website. And this is a list of over 80 site search tips that your listeners may be interested in downloading and seeing which of those they can apply to their current search solution. So they don't have to be an SLI customer to apply many of these tips. So I recommend that everyone go and download the Big Book of Site Search Tips and see if there's some of those tips that you can apply to your business.
That's, again, the Big Book of Site Search Tips, and that's on your website at SLI-Systems.com. Well, Shaun Ryan, the CEO of SLI Systems, we want to thank you for your time today, sir.
Thank you very much.
That's all the time we have for this week's e-commerce conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tune in next week for another new episode.